Look, I think this needs to be said, and I'm pretty sure other people have said this as well. But for any hardcore Nintendo fan or fangirl or whatever you identify as, you have to realize that Nintendo isn't the same anymore. And I feel like after the Wii U era, in my personal opinion, that's when Nintendo went downhill. Now, they still make bangers. I'm not going to say occasionally, there's lots of good Nintendo games you can purchase right now that's possibly on sale on Amazon, or you can get a used copy off of eBay or whatever website you use, or you can go to your local GameStop. Even though GameStop suck as well, but I digress. Look, the Switch 2, the price, if you want the Switch 2 with Pokemon Legends Z, whatever it's called, that's going to cost you around $500. Everyone has $500. That's not really considered affordable. That's the same price as the PS5. Now, before anyone tells me, well, Angel, actually speaking, the PS5, the digital one is on, yeah, $400. Got it. But I prefer everything to be physical, not digital. See, I'm not trying to live in a new age, alright? I'm gonna take you back to the past to play these shitty games that suck ass. If you got that reference, then you deserve a big fat kiss. Just kidding. Ew. With the Switch 2, with the accessories, and the game, mind you, the games are $80. Now, you'll probably get the game on sale for about, I don't want to say 60. Hell, maybe even 50 if you're lucky, but that's going to cost you around $1,000 in total. If you really want to go all out and make your Switch stand out. In reality, you can probably get a Steam Deck if you want. In my opinion, that's a bit better. But not everyone can afford a Steam Deck or a PC, and thanks to AI now, PCs are going to be around 2K to 3K or possibly even more. Unless you buy a used PC that's already built, that may cost you around $1,000, but you might have to haggle a little bit and bribe the seller because scalpers exist and you don't want to get ripped off. Let's talk about being able to play with your friends, but you need a subscription to play with. Let that sink in. In order for me to play with my friends or family members or anyone around the world, I have to pay $20 for a subscription. Now, granted, it's good because it lasts the whole year, but at the same time, have you seen the other prices? The family one. If I wanted to play, N64 games or GBA games, I need to pay an extra $84. No one else plays a Switch besides me. That is way too much money. And even if you can afford it, why would you do that? And I'm not telling you to go with a cheaper option because it's better. No, I'm telling you, you don't want to be in debt. Seriously, that adds up over time. If you're paying for it every year, like I said, it's going to add up. And that's going to be around, I don't know, let's just estimate a random number, maybe 300 or 400, depending how many times you pay in a few years, or possibly even more. Seriously, why would you do that? Nintendo, they're not the same. A lot of companies are not the same, and I love Sony. I'm more of a Sony person, but oh my god. I think Nintendo has really lost their mind. And Sony, don't think you're safe either. The PS5 Pro is $700. $700. Wow, that's a lot of money. Then again, the 3DO was $600. That was in the 90s. But that was for inflation. But I don't have money to pay for a console that was $600. Even people who were able to afford it barely played the 3DO. I'm noticing a trend here. Ah, yes. As time goes on, consoles become more expensive. And as time goes on, they require more extra things just for you to be able to play the console. Okay, yeah, having a flat screen TV, HDMI, that's fine. But in order for me to even use the microphone on the Switch 2, I have to pay online. Why is it built in the console? And don't get me started on the literal tutorial guide, which you have to pay $10 for it. I have never seen a company so greedy for money that they'll make you pay for a tutorial that's built in the system. And I'm pretty sure most people can't read. If you cannot read, someone can read it for you. But why even do that? Oh yeah, not because of money, because Nintendo figured, well, you already bought the console, so why not just pump out more money that you possibly don't have to give us, because you are the consumer and we are the connoisseur. Oh my god. Just talking about this is making me more angry. And the reason why we have to pay online is because of Microsoft, so yes, I'm blaming you guys solely. And I'm so glad I never got an Xbox One or Xbox Series X. That title sucks ass. Xbox 630 has so much aura with the title, has so many good games, and then Xbox Series X. We weren't even trying with that. And PlayStation, like I said, you guys are not safe. You barely have any exclusive games. Barely. Half your games are either ported from the PS3 or a remake or ported from the PS4. That's just really embarrassing. You know, I have learned something. Even if I complain and make these videos and make these rants, even if my word get out and these videos get shared across multiple platforms, Nintendo's not going to care. They're probably going to take down my video and think I'm doing hate speech. I'm not discriminating against them. I love them. But it gets to a certain point where you can't express your love for someone who doesn't love you back. I barely play video games as it is. And maybe it's for the best that I really take the time and do more things with myself, be more proactive. Go outside, touch grass. Shoot, I'm still young. I have a long way ahead of me. And it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Again, take whatever I said with a grain of salt. If you want to buy the Switch 2, you want to buy all those accessories, if you want to buy the games, go ahead. I'm not going to knock you. It's your money, do whatever you want. But don't buy something that you know you can't afford and put yourself in debt. Also learn to say no to your kids, especially if they're spoiled brats, because not everybody live in luxury. Anyways, that's all I want to say. Angel out. Goodbye, and good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon. Sayonara.